Yes, this is Bill Jones again for recapturefederalism.com. Today I'd like to talk about the Gang of Eight, which is, I like they got these groups there in the Senate, subgroups, unofficially, informal, because they're not part of the Constitution, and making legislation, drafting legislation, uh, written by other people, and they come up with these things representing special interest in the two parties, not representing the people. Now, the Constitution, the Preamble, it starts, we, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Boy, that Gang of Eight with immigration, I think they just violated all those subsections there within this first paragraph. Establish justice. Well, justice for who? It's supposed to be for justice for the people of the United States. We, the people. Not justice for people from other countries that just walk across the border willy-nilly and then just forget about it, that they're violating laws that have been established for over 200 years. It's in the Constitution. They're supposed to regulate, pass laws regarding immigration. Supposed to set standards. We used to have standards. That's where we had Ellis Island. Quarantine people. Make sure they didn't bring diseases into this country. And if they weren't physically qualified, they were sent back. Sent back to Europe. And then the domestic tranquility. Here you go. You have national security. People coming across there, and we know we got terrorists coming across there. We got gang members coming across. We have criminal elements trafficking in human beings across the border. Boy, that's not too tranquil now, is it? And again, back to diseases coming across. We're not even watching for that. And there have been diseases brought across here from Central America and southern Mexico. Diseases that have never been here before, but they're being transported into our country. What does that do to our posterity, our future generations? What's going to happen then? I know there's some high rates in some areas of Mexico, according to the World Health Organization, for tuberculosis. We had eradicated just about tuberculosis in this country, and it's come back now. The last 40 years, we haven't had very good immigration laws, haven't enforced the laws we have, and this is what you have when you get there. What do other countries do? I'll be talking about that in a second. Promote the general welfare. Terrorists crossing the border. And while we have representatives, sort of like Benedict Arnolds, supposed to be representing us, but representing special interest, they've lowered the standard of the United States down to a second world communist country. And what about the leading countries of the world, the really true leading countries? What do they do? What kind of immigration do they have? Let's say, our friends up north, the Canadians. What do? Well, they give people the right to be a permanent resident, and they get a permanent resident card. They have a system established. seems to be working for them for a long, long, long time. It's sort of like the system we used to have with green cards. Well, they still operate with it. They don't have a problem with it. Look at this. They have a 5-page application for a permanent resident card. They ask questions of people. Then there's a board or a commission, whichever it happens to be, takes a look at these. They see whether somebody's qualified to be into their country, whether they're terrorists, what kind of health history they have. Gee, isn't that interesting? But oh no, our Benedict Arnolds down here, no, they're taking care of other people. And they're giving the shaft to American people. A betrayal of the American citizens, we the people. And thanks, Gang of Eight, for nothing. Yeah, I wonder how many years and decades now we'll be coming back to the same old question. They did it 30 years ago. It didn't work then, didn't work before then, isn't going to work now. Just going to make matters worse. The King of Chaos, that's what they are. The Kings of Chaos, the Princes of Darkness. Yeah, that's what they are.